So I just got banged on. And if you ask me, I don't think I look like the kind of guy who you would bang on. So I'm just like hanging outside my car, outside my dad's house, talking to my dad. And across the street, I noticed these two hoodlums, and I will say hoodlums because they look like they were up to no good. And as I'm keeping conversation going with my dad, it's I'm assuming Hispanic dude and a black dude walking across the street. I noticed that they start to walk across the street towards us, which I thought was weird. I already knew it wasn't gonna be trouble, but I knew they were essentially looking for trouble. So I reached my right hand to the back of my pocket. I actually had some snips. If you're an electrician, you know that term. If not, I had some scissors in my back pocket. I didn't do any sudden movements. It was just a casual, reach behind, kind of like you're gonna grab your wallet, but I left my hand there as a just in case. You know what I mean? I don't plan to use it. It's just in case shit goes down. You know what I mean? Anyways, dude comes up to me talking about where should you get that license plate. I'm like, what? Like, you would think that someone who bangs was gonna come up to you and be like, hey homie, where you from? Or like, hey homie, you bang? Hey, what set you from? Or some shit, you know what I mean? And for someone to come up to you and be like, where'd you get that license plate? I mean, come on, dog. Really? You're gonna bang on me for a license plate? And I immediately thought that was weird. Like, that shit just caught me off guard. But anyways, the dude proceeds to keep asking. I told him, I was like, this is how I got the car. And he's like, that's how you got the car? I'm like, yeah, that's how I bought this car. It came like that. And so I tell him that's how I got the car. I don't know if he believed me or not, whatever, but I told him, I was like, that's how I bought this car, bro. And he's like, oh, you know anybody that's named Whoop-de-Whoop? Apparently somebody is named similar to what my license plate says. And I mean, I don't really want to give out my license plate. It's the fucking internet, you know what I mean? But it apparently it resembled something or somebody that he knows or some shit. Anyways, point is, I tell him, nah, I don't know anybody like that. He's like, on Crip, you don't know anybody like that? I'm like, I don't know anybody like that. I don't bang. He's like, oh, all right. He's like, oh, all right. And he's like, what did he say? He said some shit along the lines of like, yeah, you gotta watch your ass. N-words on here, or N-words out here be giving out something vibes. And I'm just kind of like, okay. Like, I literally just responded to him like, okay. And he's like, all right, you watch your ass, all right? And I'm like, okay, yeah. And he's like, for sure. And I just thought it was a weird experience. Like, I haven't been banged on, and this is gonna sound like, not sound, but when you envision it, like, it's just kind of like, what the fuck? I haven't been banged on since, like, I think high school. And in high school, I was a lot thinner. I had long hair, like my hair was past my pectoral area. I was skinny as shit. I wore super slim fit CCS jeans, small sized band t-shirts, fat. I think at that time I was wearing like those the Globe Fusions, or I was wearing fat skater shoes because I did skate, and I was on a board. And I remember going down this hill, and some dude just randomly stopped me talking about like, hey, where am I from? And in my mind, I'm like, there's no fucking way you think I bang when I look like this. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way, bro. I'm a fucking skater boy. I don't fucking bang. You know what I mean? And there's people out there that are whatever, skater boys or whatever, skater crews, attack crews, whatever the fuck that might be associated with that shit. But there's no way you'd look at me and think I bang. I think even at this age, like how I look right now, I don't think I look like I bang. But anyways, yeah, that situation today was just odd, and dude like basically kind of like, he didn't, I guess you can call it banging, I don't know, in front of my dad. It was just, I haven't had that experience in a while, so it kind of just caught me off guard. But obviously I wasn't gonna like, I'm gonna avoid trouble, so I just was like straight to the point. No, don't know, got the car like that, blah blah, right? But anyways, yeah, so as far as I can remember, 2 times in my life I've been banged on. I just thought it was a interesting, probably the wrong choice of word to use for that, but yeah, I just thought it was an experience today. If you've gotten banged on, I guess leave it in the comment section down below. Let me know what kind of shit people have came up to you saying, or whatever have you, or you were somewhere and someone came up to you saying some shit or whatever have you, you know what I mean? But yeah, like, never been affiliated. I mean, I know people who are. I grew up around people who are, because just the school that I was in and the neighborhood and shit like that. So I knew people who were, but I always stayed away from that. I was never into that kind of lifestyle. I always thought it was dumb. I mean, then again, my parents always made sure that I didn't get into that. Plus, even then, even with all the effort that they put into me not getting into that type of shit, I was never into that type of shit. I just thought it was dumb. Like, I'm not calling people. I think just the act of gangbanging is dumb. Like, you're gonna die for fools on your block, or you're gonna die for a fucking street name or something like that. Like, or you're gonna fucking, you know, maybe not die, but you'll get stabbed or shot at, or fucking, you know, knocked the fuck out, socked, whatever. You know, you'll get assaulted for being affiliated with something. And I've always thought that was dumb. I still do to this day. So I've never done it. And even with the people who I knew that were affiliated, or their family members were affiliated, because you know, like you kind of have an idea, like, this fool comes from a affiliated family, or this fool's affiliated. You kind of know by the way they look, the way they dress, or the way they talk. And call it stereotypical, it is what it is. But yeah, I always thought that was dumb. So I always stayed away from it. I don't want to end up dead or in jail, which is pretty much where people who gangbang are gonna fucking end up, dead or in jail. Or maybe be like Ice Cube and end up a paraplegic. You know what I mean? But yeah, don't gangbang. It's not good for your health. But yeah, quick little, not even quick, this is an 8-minute video. Yeah, a little tidbit about my situation today, and then a quick little rant about life after that. I've been thinking about, like, just kind of doing random uploads on this channel. If you guys are still here watching this and hearing me talk, appreciate it. But yeah, I've been thinking about, like, just doing random uploads on this channel. Like, at one point I was doing, you know, skateboarding only, and then now I've kind of transitioned over to, like, BMX and stuff. But I'm kind of thinking of, like, just kind of doing maybe an all-around type of thing. I want to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! At least, like, collecting cards and stuff. I've always thought opening packs was fun. Maybe I'll do some of those. I've wanted to get back into Pokemon. Like, I was into it a little bit when I was younger, but I haven't opened a Pokemon pack probably in like 20 years. So I've thought about doing that. I paintball, so that's fun. I've thought about maybe, you know, uploading some clips or something. But, you know, anyways, if any of you have stuck around this long, let me know in the comment section down below. If you're, I guess, interested in a life blog, life channel, it's gonna be random as fuck. You're gonna see fucking videos like this, bikes, skateboarding, basically just life stuff. But, yeah, peace.